In this video, we are going to go over the assignment instructions for the Zimbardo experiment versus Milgram study comparison assignment. Let's start by going to modules. Once I'm in modules, I'm going to scroll down till I get to the social psychology module. Let's see. Let's go to student view. And we'll go down to the social psychology module. It looked a little silly. Okay, when I get to that last module, I will have gone through the pages leading up to the assignment, especially here in these pages, you're going to be exposed to the two experiments that you're going to be comparing. You will also want to look at these experiments read about them in your e-text as well as you're going through there. Let's go ahead and click on Zimbardo experiment versus Milgram. And that's going to take me to my assignment instruction page. In this assignment, you will compare and contrast two prominent psychological experiments, the Zimbardo experiment and the Milgram study. Follow the steps below. Background. Provide a brief overview of the Zimbardo experiment and the Milgram study. Include information about each study's purpose, procedure, and participants. Ethical considerations. Analyze ethical concerns that were raised in both experiments. Discuss the potential psychological harm to participants, informed consent, deception, and balance between benefits and risk of conducting research in each of the studies. Similarities. What similarities did you notice between Zimbardo experiment and the Milgram study? Examine things like authority figures, power dynamics, and the manipulation of social situations in both experiments. Differences. Identify and discuss the key differences between the Zimbardo experiment and the Milgram study. Examine factors such as the research objectives, the nature of manipulations used, and the specific ethical concerns associated with each study. Findings and conclusions. Analyze the findings and conclusions of each experiment. Discuss the insights gained from each experiment and the implications for understanding human behavior in relation to obedience, conformity, and social situations. Ethical guidelines and impact. Discuss how the Zimbardo experiment and the Milgram study have influenced the development of ethical guidelines in psychological research. Explore the impact of these studies on research ethics and participant protection in subsequent psychological studies. Last part, lesson learned and personal reflection. Identify the key lessons learned from Zimbardo experiment and Milgram study. Provide a personal reflection on the implications of these studies for society, psychology, and our understanding of human behavior. For the assignment, you can choose one of the following formats for completion. No matter which one you choose, you will include a works cited page that follows APA guidelines. So the first option is you can write an essay. It should be clear and logical, follows APA format, including a separate reference page. The second option is submitting a PowerPoint. It should be visually engaging and informative that covers all the required elements. Cite sources using APA. And option 3 is an infographic. The infographic should be eye-catching, effectively communicating key points between both of the studies, and also cite with APA. And once you're finished with one of those options, you will turn that option into the Dropbox.